will stand up and say, hands off our union.
We're not just standing up for AFG workforce. We're standing up for America.
When Donald Trump signed an executive order ripping up union contracts and collective bargaining rights for federal workers, their union stepped up and started fighting back.
It was a scam, it was a lie, and they did it because they thought they could get away with it. What they want is they want to capture people. They want people to be their cronies.
Rashab Sanghvi is the general counsel of the American Federation of Government Employees.
We've been preparing for 4 years. We've been preparing, ever since the first Trump administration for this. By taking away those collective bargaining rights, what they do is they take away federal employees' rights to come together to bargain contracts over working conditions. The reason they say they're doing it is for national security purposes. The blatant lie, the blatant sort of frivolousness of their use of this statute is clear. They're saying, for instance, that all of the EPA can't have collective bargaining because of national security, because of intelligence reasons. Potentially all of the Department of Veterans Affairs. What does a janitor at a VA hospital have to do with national security?
I think that they want to send a chilling effect, to the rest of the unions. And if they're successful at eliminating collective bargaining for federal employees, I think that you'll see them coming after other trade unionists next.
The union is also behind another lawsuit over the mass firing of federal employees, filed on behalf of Americans everywhere.
This initiative that DOGE is involved in is going to touch the totality of America.
There were probationary employees, fired at a veterans crisis line. And so it potentially made wait times for veterans who are in crisis longer. There were firefighters who were fired. There were people at HHS who were fired. And so these services all got diminished or stopped.
I think we're going to go back, and I think we're going to see more and more of diseases that we don't even understand. I think that you're going to see epidemics come about that shouldn't have to be.
It wasn't like, hey, we're just getting rid of a bunch of employees. Of course the employees were harmed and it was terrible, but you're also harming all Americans.
The American people probably hadn't saw tip of the iceberg yet as it relates to those benefits and things being shortchanged.
The Supreme Court stayed a lower court's order that the government rehire more than 16,000 employees, though many already got their jobs back. The court will likely hear both the collective bargaining and firing cases in full.
We have to see what the government does next. They theoretically could fire people again, but hopefully they've learned from their mistakes and learned that the public knows these employees are valuable.
We're standing up for America. We're not just talking about protecting federal workers, we're talking about the services that's provided to the American people.
Their aim isn't national security or efficiency. That's just the cover story. The real goal is raw power. What they forgot is that we're the ones that have the power.